What up? Welcome back to the Necro Zoo. I am Bones. And in this one, let's do a little collection update. Now, I usually do these every once in a while to show you guys some different figures I picked up going back to DC Superheroes, DC Universe Classics, the Mattel DC Multiverse, and even some McFarlane DC Multiverse. These are all figures that I add to my complete DC Universe collection. And since I haven't made a video in a while, I decided to dip my toes back in with this real quick update video. Now, before we actually get into it, let's do some McFarlane news. Now, some pretty cool stuff has been revealed from McFarlane. You have the Blackest Night Build-A-Figure wave coming out, which looks pretty awesome. You also have some kind of prototype figures that look okay. I think Dr. Fate is the standout there. And of course, recently McFarlane has announced he will be releasing a munitions pack with different kinds of guns and rifles and different armory to add to your 7-inch figures. Now these are being promoted as for the Spawn line, but you can use them for any other figures. Now I did pick up 2 of these packs. They are on pre-order at the McFarlane Toy Store. Pretty cheap price. I think it was $14.99, so that's not too bad. But for everybody that complains about no weapons, that might be a pretty cool pack to pick up. Now let's go ahead and get into the stuff that I've recently picked up. Now, I have picked up tons of figures that I have yet to either review or even open up. I picked up some vehicles. I picked up some movie figures, some future state figures, but we'll get into those. I've just, been really busy, but I'm going to work hard to get back into making some vids. Now, if you follow me on IG, I did show off that after pretty much a year of waiting, I finally picked up my 2 Darkseid Lex Luthor in the power suit with the throne. These did come from Big Bad Toy Store. Now I do have this already open and displayed up here on my wall, but I did want one for a custom and one for my unopened DC Multiverse collection. So that was pretty cool to finally get these. I have yet to see these in store. I don't know if anybody else has, but maybe this means that, a newer shipment of them has come out, so you might be seeing these. Now, another cool thing was I had almost given up on this because I did pick this up when it first came onto GameStop, and it was $59.99. And I was still praying, holding on to that order, hoping that they would fulfill it. It took a long time. Now I do already have an open one of these. That is going to be, let's get this guy out of here. And it is going to be my other Batmobeast. Now, as I said before, I do have one of these already opened up for display, but of course I do need one for my unopened mint inbox collection. Now, surprisingly, now I get to add my name to the Crazy Collector Club. I think Josh, my boy Josh from Before Figs has 2, and then I'm positive that D Hunter from D Hunter's Reviews, he also picked up 2 of these. So now I do have my 2 for the crazy cycle collectors out there. Pretty cool vehicle, pretty unique, something you don't really see all the time. And to get it for the $60 was pretty awesome. Gonna go ahead and take that to the storage and keep it for the archives. Now let's go ahead and get into the other figures that I picked up. Now I picked this up. This was from the original Mattel Batman line, I think circa 2003. But I do collect these Batman figures. For some reason, these are some of my favorite figures. They are 6-inch, minimal articulation, but they're pretty cool. They always have a theme to them. This one is matched up with Killer Croc. Now, I never had this Killer Croc. It has a pretty cool bendy tail, and he comes with a piece of pipe, but never actually had this in the collection. Now I do have both of these in box, but I don't have them loose. So this guy is gonna go up there with my Batmans, and I might end up putting this just with my DC Superheroes Select Sculpt collection up there on top. But pretty nice additions to the collection. Look pretty cool. Now next, I also picked up a Joker from that old Batman line. I think this was even re-released as the DC Superheroes. Pretty small Joker, but he's a cool design, and he comes with a ton of goodies in his little bag here. Don't own this loose. I do have him in package, but I think I'm going to be putting this one up there with the other Batmans on that Mattel shelf. So pretty nice little addition. What else did I get here? Okay, this is another one of the Batmans from that line. I'm not sure which one this one is, but he's pretty awesome. Has kind of like a translucent cape there, clear plastic. Pretty cool design. Do not actually have him up there now. The collection I have up there looks pretty cool because it's kind of like a Hall of Armors-esque little shelf. And there are actually a couple of more of these that I need to add to the collection. I'd say maybe about maybe 10 of them that I could hunt down. So that's pretty fun. The collection continues to grow. And this guy is going to go up there looking pretty cool, pretty sweet. Now I think this one is from DC Universe Classics. Yes, it is another Manhunter robot from the DC Classics line. This one did come with his lantern, which is always appreciated. Now the thing about this is I actually have, I think 6 of these, or maybe 7, and this will make it 8 because I have like a little display up here where it's kind of like the Green Lantern little shelf, and I have an army of Manhunter robots. Picked them up pretty much, I think it was like less than $20. And whenever I could pick these up, these are pretty much the only ones that I army build from that DC Universe Classics line. So pretty happy to add another one to the shelf. Now finally, this is awesome because if you know this figure, you know that he's pretty expensive on the secondary market. Now, he didn't come with any accessories per se, but I do already have him in box, and I've always wanted a loose version, just that they are really pricey. Now this is the John Wesley Shipp version of the Flash from the TV series, and it was from the Mattel DC Multiverse. Now he only comes with his running hands, but I'm pretty sure I have some extra hands if I ever wanted to switch them out. But I'm just happy to have a loose version. And the best part about this one is I only paid $15 for him. I think it was like $17 in total. And that's pretty cheap. I was just refreshing my DC Classics page that I have on eBay. And I don't know why he popped up as a DC Classic, but he did. And I got him for $15. So that was pretty awesome. Really happy to have a loose version of this guy, especially because he's so highly priced on the secondary market. Awesome addition to the collection. Really like him. And now I actually get to touch him because he's loose. I'll find a place for him up here on one of the Multiverse shelves. The only other thing he came with was this little piece. I think it was for the stand, but that's not a big deal. I'm just really happy to pick him up for so cheap a price. But anyways, you guys keep hunting out there, keep collecting, keep customizing. I have reviews ready to start filming, so see you guys on the next one.